Today we're at the Frontier Mall because today is the first day of Twinkle Twinkle Little Store. It is also the start of their grand opening. They had to relocate from downtown, so I want to go ahead and check it out. So let's go in, shall we? So we are a little bit early. It is like 9:30. It's mall walking hours. But I believe they open at 10. Alright, they are over here towards Bomgaars. This is no longer Jack's, it's Bomgaars. Don't listen to that sign. You can see that Twinkle Twinkle Little Store has definitely decorated this for the grand opening. They also have lots of display stuff, which is cool. I like that they were able to kind of make the display their own. All kinds of cool little things in here. So, I guess we'll just wait for them to open and go from there. So I guess I'll catch you guys here in a few. With a few minutes to spare, like 2 minutes now. Looks like a couple people have lined up. Oh, here we go. There we go. I smell popcorn. So, these guys are doing some popcorn too. So, there is that. So yeah, these guys have all kinds of various different gems and stuff like that. Lots of bags and stuff, too.
Want some popcorn, Alex?
Plenty of jewelry.
Sure. Free popcorn here, guys. Give me your best. Welcome in. Would you like some popcorn? Oh, no, here. Yeah, no. Sorry. Oh, thanks.
So, I would say yes, because it's all over your kids, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, we had a conversation with our groups. When we talked about actually very similar topic. You know, these spells that were written, how whenever, by whoever, were written for them, and this is what worked for them, right? Who's to say that you can't decide to use a different crystal or a different candle? Right. Because it's what feels good to us, right? Right. So.
Yeah, there's just so much, and I just can't even talk because I'm just taking it in. There's a lot to see. Oh, that's a nice touch.
Okay.
Those are cool. Very cool.
What's that? It's beautiful. Well, it's 3 times.
Yeah, good. So I wasn't just like.
Well, Rich is close to.
I don't know where, but I have heard that name before. Orwell? I've definitely heard Orwell before. I'm not sure where though. Okay, Harry Potter, there we go. Of course. Gotta have that, right? Only makes sense. Yeah, a book detailing haunted stuff in Cheyenne. That's interesting.
I gotta ask, are you Optopolis?
Maybe. Not gonna lie, those are some cool skulls. They got a lot of nifty stuff, and I'm speechless because I'm taking it all in. There's a lot to see. I like that. That's kind of cool. Gosh, so many gems and stuff like that.
These are cute.
Thank you. Oh my God, was it a lot of work?
I can't lie, this kind of reminds me of the Yellow Brick Road was those stinking movie. I cannot think of the name of it right now. But you know what I'm talking about. Reminds me of the witches in there when they flipped the thing upside down for how long Dorothy had to live. Alright, I want to just take a peek into here. So these are what they're calling the healing rooms. Not gonna lie, it has a little bit of a fitting room vibe. They have some water. God, they have even more stuff back here. Oh my gosh. Is there something on this room? Okay, there is. So this room definitely is a little bit different too. That's interesting. So something worth mentioning is that this used to be a Christopher and Banks. Actually, I think this one was the CJ Banks. So these are all former fitting rooms from there. And on the topic of previous occupants, since we're talking about it, after the CJ Banks was here, it was the Bumpers Arcade, which moved down the hall. Before Christopher and Banks, as far as I understand, part of this space must have been part of an Arby's or something like that. Like there's some kind of a Arby's restaurant right in this area, and I believe it was part of this space. I can't be for certain on that part. I'm not sure of all the other tenants on this space, but I know there's gotta be a chunk of history behind it at this point, so there is that. Yeah, that's a cool painting. Gosh, that's really cool.
A wallet for Christmas.
I don't think I looked on this side of the shelf, did I?
Where does it cost for you to look like you're Studious.
It's just for money.
Yeah, they have some of these here. I've seen these at other stores.
Oh, so you walk all the way over there?
Haunted stuff, but also just general stuff about the area. Okay, I wanted to show this part because I missed it earlier. Just kind of show this whole section. That's an interesting design. Tea candy. I've never had tea candy, but it reminds me of those like butterscotch candies and stuff. They have some chili mix and garden chili salsa mix. Looks like this is all the coffee, so this is the Bones coffee. I believe this stuff is the only stuff here right now that's not on sale. As far as I understand, everything else is supposed to be like 10% off or more. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to take in, and I mean, I feel like I'm probably missing stuff. I'm trying not to. But there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff in here. These appear to be those sense sticks thingies, whatever you call them. There's a word for it, and I can't think of it right now. Incense, there it is. So they do have incense sticks. And I can smell the incense in here right now. Definitely a lot of stuff. Okay, so that must be a Stranger Things reference then. Interesting. Looks like they have different variants of that shirt. So they definitely have some apparel too. Well, that's kind of a cool one. And then they also do have the huge dragon here that I actually have to get like really far back to show on camera. It's a huge piece, and this was in the other store. I think most of the bigger like sculpture-y things like this one were in the other store as well. Man, they did some work to make this themed and everything. They definitely did some work. I like all the mushrooms. It's kind of... I like that. I don't have a word to describe it. I just like that. And then they have a huge knight and a little knight. And they do have a smaller dragon that's still pretty chunky in size. I like this scene. Kind of makes me almost... kind of gives me almost a Shrek vibe a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot, and there's definitely people visiting at this point. You saw at the very start there were already like three people lined up, and it's getting busier in here. There's a lot of people in here right now. So yeah, here's an example, by the way. So this stuff is 25% off. So most stuff is 10, and then some of it is 25, even 50 on some of it. I'm not sure what all is 50, but I know there is some stuff listed. I'll have to put it up on screen maybe. Gosh, I just saw this. Dracula Drool sour candy. So they do have another location over on Ridge Road, just down the street from Albertsons. That is in addition to the location they used to have downtown, but obviously that location is now here at the mall. If you didn't see their notification, or their post I should say, announcing it, what ended up happening was the new owner took over the building they were in and did not want to renew their lease. So they ended up having to find a new spot, and ultimately they chose here in the mall. And this is where they'll be for a while. So it's cool to just check it out, see what is happening, get some popcorn. That was quite yummy for what it was. You can see me. See me in the reflection. I imagine, so right next door is the former Chick-fil-A. That's going to become Nay and Jay's. I've reported on this recently. This is a local food truck. They said they are going to be continuing the food truck. So as far as I understand, this is just merely an expansion of their stuff. I imagine the mall directory probably doesn't have all the updated stores at the moment. There's 2 stores that recently, well, businesses I should say, that recently did close, but then there's also been a number that have opened recently. So I don't know. I kind of hope that ball keeps rolling towards this place thriving, but I guess time will tell, because we know Cheyenne has filed for bankruptcy, and who knows what'll happen there this time. This is the second time in nigh even a year for them to file bankruptcy. So here's the directory as it stands right now on here. This is probably not the most current one. I'm sure they still got to put new ones in here. They don't do it all the time, but the website is up to date, so that's good. So I guess it's right here in Space 91 where we were at. That is where the store is located. This over here is now Bomgaars, but all this other stuff is the same right now. So yeah, cool to check out something different. I haven't done a video of like a smaller store, so I think, at least in the mall, I haven't done a smaller store in the mall really, so I think this was a different video to do. Well, I'll take that back. I did do a video of the new Mexican ice cream shop, but besides that, I haven't really done a video of the smaller stores here at the mall, so I think this was something different to do. I guess that's gonna wrap it up for me here. I wanna give a quick shout out to my channel members. It should be listed right here. And I apologize for this wind destroying my hair right now, but until next time, peace out everyone. Guys, I don't know if I'll insert this sooner or later in the video, but there's stuff that I definitely am missing. So there's this kind of stuff. I don't even know what all this is. I have no idea. But like they have some of this, you know, a Harry Potter thing right here. Oh, this is a box full of other stuff. Yeah, there's stuff I keep missing. There's just stuff, so much stuff that it wouldn't be hard to be in here for hours and probably still not have actually seen everything that there is to see. There's just so much. Man. Yeah, there's so much.